Hello, everyone. I am here to help you learn how to make color by code worksheets for you to either use in your classroom or sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. So, first things first, we need to go to PowerPoint and open a new presentation. All right, so we're going to take this, get rid of these text boxes. Obviously, this is not the size that we want, so we're going to go to Design and swing over here to Slide Size and change the page setup. So the width is going to be 8.5 inches. And the length, of course, is 11. And scale up. And now we've got the right size. Okay, so first things first, let's put in a border. Now you can download borders from TPT. I have some, other sellers have some, but you can also just put in a rectangle. You want it to be simple. You don't want anything clunky or thick because it takes away from the actual content of the page. So I just put in a rectangle. I want my shape to be clear. So I'm going to put no fill. The outline I want to be black, and I want it to be thick. Not too thick, but like a border. There. So it doesn't take up hardly any space, but it makes it look professional. All right, so text box for the name. I'm going to type in the word name and underscore. Then I'm going to change the font. I like to use fun fonts. So I'm going to change this to KG Beneath Your Beautiful and make it bold. Reposition it. Okay, there's my name line. If you're doing it for younger children, you want to make a longer name line. Now I'm going to do my title. I'm going to do another text box, and I'm going to type in multiplication. You don't have to do multiplication. You can do anything. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, sight words, parts of speech, whatever you want to do. Now I'm going to center that and then change it to this wicked mouse. I got that on defont.com and I absolutely love it. If you scroll through my store, you will be able to find it all over the place. All right, so I've got that pretty much centered. Don't want to make it too big because we need to save this space for our work. Now I'm going to add in a subtitle. So I'm going to add in another text box. And beneath that, I'm going to write solve in color. And once again, I'm going to use Beneath Your Beautiful. Make it a little bit bigger and bold. You don't want your subtitle anywhere close to as big as your title. Let's see, let's center that. Here. Okay, now I try to put a little corner reference right here as well. So I'm going to type multiplication and then times 2. I group mine together because the purpose of my my pages is to help them learn their facts. So I'm going to make that candy chunky. Maybe a little smaller. I want them to learn their facts. So that's why I group them together. All right, now we go with our answer key. So in order to make the answer key, we're going to insert a table. So we need to make it 3 and 4. All right, get up here and spread this out. All right, now we're going to move, we're going to come over here to this drop down right here. We don't want this to be blue, we want it to be clear. So I'm going to change it to this. If we had it on here, it would show the bars, but we don't need the bars. We want it to be clear. Okay, so let's start with the colors. Most of my design color by code clip art is 6 colors. So I'm going to go ahead and type in those 6 colors. Not all of them are, especially seasonal. Seasonal, you can't really stick to 6 colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, I'm going to change those fonts to Miss Candy Chunky. Make them a little bit bigger. Them right there, and then right here, we're going to put the answers. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, so we're going to start with 4. I don't bother with 2 times 1. Okay, so it'll be 4, 6, 8. Here, 10, 12, 14. So this one will go up to 2 times 7. All right, let's do that in the center. There we go. Now let's look at this. That is not even. There's a big space right here. So what we're going to do is just move that over. Now that looks more even. All right, let's find some arrows to put in here. So I have some that I have downloaded from my store. And it's not too hard to find because it's arrows. I'm going to use this one. That's one of my favorites. Okay, it's kind of thick, it's kind of wide, so I'm going to squish it. Most clip artists do not allow you to do this, but if it's, as long as it doesn't change the integrity of the picture, I don't mind. All right, so now let's copy and paste that down here. Copy and paste that down here. Now, we want to make sure that these are even and equally distributed. So I'm going to shrink it just a little bit more. There we go. All right, so we're going to arrange it, align left, and arrange it, distribute vertically. All right, so now it's all nice and straight. So let's move this, let's take this, copy it, and paste it, and we'll move it over here. There we go. Okay, now we've got our insert key. All right, time to insert the clip art. So I chose a design that had 6 colors to make it easier for you. So let's go to downloads, and I'm going to go all the way to symmetry right here. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. It's super easy to do, and it'll be fast, so you won't have to sit around and watch me play on the computer. So I'm going to stretch it out. You always do your color version first. Always make the answer key first. You'll see why in a bit. Once again, I stretched it out. It's fine with me, but most clip artists don't allow you to do that. As long as you're not warping the picture, it's totally fine. All right, so my design is in there. Now I'm going to start putting my problems. All right, 2 times 2 is 4. Now, let me explain to you about these. A lot of people will, instead of using the problem down here, they'll use the problem up here, and that way they only have to write the problem one time, and then the answers are easier to fit in here. That's not okay, because the purpose of these worksheets is not to sit down and color. The purpose is to teach them the problems in this and the answers, the facts. So that's why I do it multiple times on the page so that they have to solve each one. So 2 times 2 is 4. It's red. I'm going to go and move these onto red. You want to make sure that they don't have to be centered, but you just want to make sure they're away from the black line so that when you get ready to make your black and white printable version, then you won't have to change anything. All right, so I have all my reds filled in. Now, let's make it orange. Orange is 2 times 4. No, 2 times 3 is 6. So, copy. There are 8 orange spaces. So, I'm going to move those into here. Can you believe how fast this is? You're going to be making so many different color by code papers in such a small amount of time because you're amazing. All right, there's the orange. Now we're going to do yellow, which is really 2 by 4. 2 times 4, copy, paste. There are 8 of these. Okay, now 2 times 5. Oh, because I made one extra. 2 times 5. It's going to be green, and there are 8 of those. Okay, green is on blue. 2 times 6. Okay, actually going to do 9 of these. Okay, the last one is going to be for this little center space. Obviously, that's very small. All you have to do is just make this really tiny. So I've got this at a 6, but I've even made it smaller than that. You may not be able to see it in the video, but if I enlarge the picture, you can see that it really is very clear. Okay, and the last one is purple. There are only 4 purples. So 2 times 7, 4 times. We're gonna actually, let's make that small because those spaces are kind of small. There. Okay, here we go. All right, we've got all of our math problems filled in. Now it's time to add a copyright. So I'm going to change this text box to a copyright. Copyright on Mac is going to be Option G. And then whatever the name of your store is, mine is just my name. I like to make my font on copyrights beneath your beautiful. So I'm going to change that, make it a little bit bigger, and make it bold. I'm going to come put it down here. It's very important to put your copyright on everything. Sorry for my crazy dogs. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I had to shut them out. Okay. So now I'm going to go over here to the left, going to go to the slides, and I'm going to copy this page. So I'm going to do Command D. All right. So let's look over here. We're going to make this the black and white copy. So we're going to insert a picture. That picture is going to be the black and white version of this design. And because I stretched it, it's not going to fit perfectly. So I've just got to pull it until it does fit perfectly, which that's pretty close right there. All right, now I'm going to send that one to the back. Then come back here and click on the front one and delete it. And then I have it there. This one is a little bit off, so I'm going to just stretch it just a little bit this way, a little bit this way. Okay, so now the numbers are fitting in there pretty well. Okay, if you look at your smallest ones, the little small spaces, that's going to be a true tell of whether or not they're going to fit. Okay, now we've got that finished. The last part is going to be your thank you page, but it also lets people know that they can't give this away. Or copy it for multiple people. So I'm going to copy this from another project I made, and you can zoom in on it and look at it and see what it says, and you're welcome to copy those words as well. All right, so I'm going to copy this border, which is just a text box. But see how much it makes such a difference? I'm going to make these logos a little bit bigger. All right, so the reason these 2 logos are on here is because I made the clip art, and KG Fonts is where we got the fonts. Now, so we've got this ready, but we go up here to this one, and we type in answer key. All right, center it, turn it red, and use Miss Kindy Chunky. Put it up here. There we go. All right, so you are ready. Normally I would make, I don't sell just one page at a time, usually. Normally I would make 5 at a time, so it'd be 10 copies, 10 pages, 5 answer keys, and 5 printables. So, but I know you don't want to watch me make those, so I'm going to show you how to close this up. Here we go. So we're going to go into File and Save As, and I'm going to save it as Multiplication CBC Designs. All right, then I'm gonna save it to my desktop. And we're gonna save it as a PowerPoint. So I will move it later, but for right now, it's gonna be on my desktop. All right, now I'm gonna export it. And you'll export it as the same thing, but you're gonna export it as a PDF. And then you're also going to export it as a PNG. This is going to be for your thumbnails, and you're going to save every slide on a PNG. This pulls everything out one page at a time, and you can use that to make your covers. All right, there you go. Then you're going to be ready to upload it to TPT. I'm going to add another video after this because I'm limited to 30 minutes. So I'm going to add another video that tells how to get it to TPT and how to make a template for what you just made. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Thank you.